Dr. Stephen Hassan here. I watched the interview that Oprah did with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and I could not help but be moved and interested in the fact that Meghan reported feeling so isolated, so suicidal. She didn't even want to stay home by herself. She didn't consider it safe and forced herself to go out to a public function to be with Harry. And she described reaching out to the powers that be about needing to see a mental health expert. And she said that she was denied the effort. And I thought back over my 45-year career, how many times I've heard a variation of this story where people were so distraught, anxious, phobic, sleep deprived, so many issues, went to the leadership, asked for help. In some groups, they actually have true believer mental health people who always protect the group and never tell the person, you know what, leave the group for your mental health's sake. Doesn't happen. Often put on medication. In fact, I believe I did a blog with Eileen Johnson of Opus Dei, who was miserable for years and was put on all kinds of medications that she didn't need. She needed to just leave the group. This blog talks about the pain and the suffering inside of an authoritarian cult and how sometimes, because of the ideology being so total, and one of the main thought reform components, dispensing of existence, is drilled into people's minds that if you're in the group, you have a right to exist, and if you leave the group, you're a non-person. And in some cults, bad things can be done to you, harassment, even persecution, and in some rare cases, murder. So in this blog, I talk about a number of different groups: Jehovah's Witnesses, Scientology, QAnon. But really, there are so many authoritarian groups that are not taking care of their members properly. They're not getting support. In Scientology, they literally put phobias in members' minds against mental health experts, as well as medical professionals. So it is awful. And in that particular group, they believe in past lives. So I've heard of people thinking, okay, I'll just come back again in another body, so I think I'll jump out of the window. It's absolutely disgusting and awful. I want to give applause to Meghan Markle for speaking out, saying, look, if you need help, get help. You're not alone. It's fantastic. Then celebrities speak out. And I really hope that if you are in a situation where you are feeling desperate and lonely and hurting so bad that you feel like, why go on? Call a suicide hotline and get some help right away. Thanks.